everybody. Welcome to our newest episode of Lights Up, the podcast for Putney Theatre Company. I'm joined today by the lovely Emily, Angel and Reed, who are cast members of our forthcoming production of Go Back for Murder, the adaptation of Agatha Christie's Five Little Pigs, for those who know their Agatha Christie. Now, Emily and Angel, this is your second production, Angel?
Yeah.
After the Welkin, and Emily, this is your third production.
It is.
Last seen at Amadeus. Fantastic opera singer, by the way, everybody. If you didn't see it, you missed a treat. And Reed, big welcome. This is your first production with us.
Yep, on debut.
Tell me about Amadeus. Who is he? What does he do?
Yes, so he's a painter and he loves his paintings. He goes out to his house in Alderbury and he paints his pictures.
Do we see you painting on stage?
Yes, I will.
Yeah, and you can tell that he doesn't paint.
Yeah,
Really?
by that technique.
by the brush stroke.
It's a new brushstroke. It's a new technique, people.
I was doing a lot of picking the other day, I think. It looked like I was doing someone with freckles or something like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Pointers. Oh, absolutely.
He's married to Caroline.
And she is in prison, or she died in prison, because she's allegedly murdered you.
That's correct. I know.
Now, the plot is their daughter, Carla, her mother sends her a letter whilst in prison declaring that she's innocent. And so Carla then basically comes to avenge the death of her mother. Correct?
That's
Have I got that
right.
right?
Absolutely.
Oh, look at
Absolutely.
me. Now, Emily, who do you play, my darling?
So I play Miss Williams. Miss Williams is the governess of the Crail household.
Oh, is she very strict?
She's a little bit strict.
Excellent.
Yeah, she's a very she's a classic governess, but she's also got much more going on than just that. She's a huge supporter and admirer of Caroline, her boss, and she looks after Angela in the play. And I'm working with Anna, who's playing young Angela, and she's a star. She's been fab.
Now, she's only 15, isn't
Yeah,
she?
yeah.
Bless her. How big's her part? Is she just in...
She's she's in all this. We're kind of the way that the play's being done. We're kind of all of us are in all of it. So
Oh, yes.
yeah.
Let's talk about that. So, Angel, let's go to you first about
Okay.
who you're playing, and then let's talk about how the structure of the play,
Yes.
because it's a really interesting concept. Right. So, Angel, you're playing...
I'm playing Elsa Greer,
Yes.
who is the past version of Lady Melksham.
Yes.
Um,
She's Amyas's muse, isn't she?
Muse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very loose term, I guess. This isn't a spoiler because it's revealed very early on, but she seduces him and is having an affair
naughty
with...
girl.
I know. It's all very promiscuous, isn't it?
And this is all under Caroline's nose, isn't it? The poor
Yeah.
beleaguered wife who is having to deal with you and your philandering and you and
Yeah.
your seducing.
And I can't say that Elsa is very discreet
Ooh.
about anything.
Fantastic. Oh, what a fabulous part to play.
Yeah,
Is she fun to play?
It's very fun. Definitely a challenge to be that noxiously ridiculous, but very, very fun.
Nothing like Angel in real life, actually, dear
Thank you
listener,
for
can I just
clarifying
say,
that.
just
Okay.
in case you were thinking. No, not at all. Angel's absolutely adorable, as you can probably tell by her name. So the play is set in the past and the present.
Yeah.
And the past is set in the 70s.
Yep,
Yes.
that's right.
And
Flares.
absolutely. I can't wait to see the costumes.
Yeah.
And then the present is the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep, so no flares.
no, unfortunately not.
And then, so we have all the characters. So Carla, the daughter of Amyas and Caroline, comes back and gets all the characters who were there 15 years ago to work out who murdered her mother. So most of you would play, so there's a past and a present.
Yes.
So you're all playing past.
Yes,
Yeah.
we are
Yes.
team past.
Apart from
Team
Amyas, if there was a present, that would be hilarious because it would be a ghost.
The ghost.
Yeah.
So you each have your own counterpart for the
Yes.
the present. So how's that been working with two of you doing the same role? Emily.
Yeah, so I'm working with the wonderful Julia.
Now Julia's new to PTC,
Julia's
isn't
new.
she?
She's absolutely brilliant, and we're kind of playing the past and present of each other. And there are clever ways that Zoe's kind of weaved the past and the present together.
Oh, absolutely. Now, please tell me. I know she's going to kill me for saying this, but only because I know Zoe well, and she does love her sort of physical theatre. So there must be something that's going on there that's
There's no big lifts.
Oh,
But there's
what?
lots
tried.
of... We tried to get Reed up there, but he didn't like it. So we have settled for. There's lots of very kind of physical characteristics that we share with our past and present selves that we've had to kind of work on together,
Oh,
and
that's
to make
fun.
it feel... so to make it feel like it's very obvious who is playing who. But I actually think as well it's been cast really nicely. Like, it does kind of feel like, oh yeah, this makes sense that I'm playing this person and this person's playing younger me or whatever it is.
I was
Like,
going to say,
yeah.
absolutely, because they obviously don't have doppelgangers.
No.
for your present you, but that must be quite fun. So your present day character is played by Josie.
Yeah.
Josie will know is a long-standing member of PTC. Delighted that she's come back for this. So have you worked together on sort of your characteristics and with your character, so that, as Emily was saying, that it carries through, so that we know that she's your older version of you?
So we do have, as Emily was saying, kind of commonalities and things that connect us, but I think Zoe also wanted to show how much this big event had changed and stripped these characters of certain things. So we also, I think, purposely haven't aligned too much, just to kind of have our own interpretation of how the characters have been affected by the events.
And have they? Because this is what I find. I mean, I know the book and the BBC, or was it ITV, whatever, adaptation with David Suchet. Do you think the characters have changed? It's been 15 years since the murder took place. Until then, it all comes back to haunt them. So do you think in that intervening time, have they kept in touch with each other? I'm looking at poor Reed here. So I'm dead,
I don't know,
darling.
I've been dead.
I don't know. Joe Morrie will come to you in a moment. From the grave. Have the characters stayed in contact?
Bit of a mixed bag, isn't it? Some
Yeah.
people have kind of stayed in contact, other people haven't seen each other for years, some people have changed hugely from this very traumatic event of all being there on the day of a murder, and then some people seemingly haven't changed much at all. So that's a really interesting thing that we've been playing.
So
as
how's
well.
Miss Williams changed, apart from getting older?
Oh, she staunchly hates men throughout the whole play, which I love. So that's a nice continuous thing for her. But yeah, her life has changed a lot. She was with a family that she loved very much and that she cared for a lot, and then has kind of worked other jobs. But
I was going to say,
has-
she would have lost
yeah.
her job, wouldn't
Yeah,
she?
yeah. So she was always going to lose her job. That's all revealed because Angela's being sent off to school.
Right.
But it was supposed to be a kind of happy end of a job, and then was
Not
quite a
brutal
tra-
murder,
Yeah,
and then you're out the
yeah.
door, love, here's your
Slightly different
P45.
vibe.
And what about you, Angel? What about her? She turns into... She's Lady Melksham, isn't she?
Yes. So obviously Elsa was madly in love with Ammius. So him being murdered was absolutely devastating for her. So really you see her in the present day lost her sparkle in a way and has gone on to marry several times.
Oh, has she?
Oh yes.
But now has a
Hasn't lost
title.
that part of her, I guess. Yeah, has a title, which is I guess nice for her. But yeah, I think one thing that people will need to come and see the show to really experience is the use of not only the commonalities between the actors, but also the continuation of how the set and the costumes really contribute to that concept of memory. And how
Right.
things kind of change over time, how things get distorted, how
And also
things
how
blur.
recollections differ as well. I think that's really interesting, that you probably all remember different things in a different way, and how to piece that together to actually get to the truth behind the crime.
Yeah.
Now, Reed, you've been sitting here very patiently, my darling. It's all about you now. So this is your first role with us. But no, you're
So-
from New Zealand, am I right? Have I
Yeah.
detected that correctly?
You have
So how long have you been over here for?
9 months.
Oh,
9
wow,
months,
so really new. Oh my God, amazing. Well, how did you find us?
Well, it was interesting. I watched Player Kings.
Yes,
which has
with
got
Ian McKellen.
Sir Ian McKellen. Yeah, so I saw him, and he's just amazing.
Oh my God,
he's
yeah.
so amazing, and I just thought, I'd love to get back into it. So I typed in West London plays, and this was on the next week, the auditions. So I thought, let's go.
I love it. No
How's-
time like the present. I'm thrilled you're here. That's fantastic. So I hope we're going to be sticking around. You're not going off travelling or going back to New Zealand, are you?
No, I'm stuck
Good.
here. I'm
Yeah,
stuck here.
excellent. Because
Yeah.
once you're in PTC, they
You
haven't
don't
told you
go.
that you're not allowed to leave.
Oh yeah,
Those are the
that's
rules.
why we're
So how are you finding the rehearsal process after coming back from it since last time you acted at school?
So yeah, it's been good. I think learning the lines has been actually quite difficult. More difficult
Yes.
than I remember, because like I said, back at school we used to do musicals, so it's easier to sing stuff than learn it. But I've loved. I work a proper.
Yeah, do you?
I've done air quotations here. a proper normal job in the day. And it's really nice coming here and just creating things for the sake of.
I want to know what this job is now.
I'm in sales.
Yeah, that's not that exciting. Set. Let's talk about set. Now, because it's set in the past and the present, I'm thinking, has Zoe done something very clever conceptually with the set and the lighting to be able to differentiate between those two? Angel, spill the beans.
So I don't want to spoil it too much because I think I want people to experience it. But the murder takes place in a kind of old stately home, which is obviously in the present, not lived in.
So basically the house gets shut post-murder,
Yeah.
post the arrest of Caroline, and then it's just left, is it?
Yeah, so we see the kind of juxtaposition of a house that is desolate and kind
Has its own ghosts.
Yeah, exactly, and holds a lot of memories and a lot of guilt. And then we see that in the past where it's very lively and full of parties and full of youth and all of this. So that juxtaposition is really present in the set. I expect will be the lighting and the costume as well. So it's really.
So when your costumes arriving?
We had
yes,
costume
you-
fitting.
Oh, nice, because Edith, Zoe's mum, who is the costume person extraordinaire,
Absolutely fabulous.
is making all the costumes. I can't wait to see them. She does it professionally. You're in for a treat. So Reed, as a new time to Putney Theatre Company, I know I'm putting you on the spot now, which is awful, isn't it? Because you can't say anything nasty, as if you would.
Yeah.
But how have you found the company?
It's been great, honestly. Zoe is she has a touch of a genius in her. And,
Oh, he's good, isn't he?
Yes.
Oh.
But I also
Gold
love
star.
how she's created that atmosphere for everyone to be really nice and have fun during rehearsal, but also try really hard as well. And
It's
everyone's
been
creative,
really
and it's great.
collaborative
Yeah,
and
yeah.
collegiate, and because there's quite a few new people.
As Reed was saying, it's just been lovely to be with old friends and new friends, and yeah, it's been great.
Now it's on from the 18th to the 22nd of June, plus the matinee on the Saturday at 3 p.m.
Yeah.
So people, get your tickets. I sound like a stuck record, but I'm going to keep doing it. Go online, www.putneyartstheatre.org.uk. You can see it all on Facebook. There's a link in Facebook and also on Instagram. And there's some brilliant Instagram at Putney Theatre Company, but also your very own show Instagram account,
Yes.
which is go back for murder _Putney.
Yeah.
And so you can meet the cast there. There's lots of fun facts. For example, Emily is a brown belt in karate. Right? Who knew that? I didn't until I read it. Anyway, Mothers, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you, and see you soon. Thanks, guys.
Cheers. Bye.
This is a real Putney Theatre Company production. Do share the podcast with your friends and take a look at our website, searching online for the Putney Theatre Company. So that's it for now. See you next time.